Okay, so welcome to the February 4th Cupertino Library Committee meeting. I now call the meeting to order at 7 p.m. Roll call. Okay.
Commissioner Sato?
Yep.
Commissioner Xu?
Yeah, here.
Commissioner Reyes?
Yeah.
And Chair Zhao?
Here. Yeah.
And Vice Chair Chobushi is absent.
Okay, thank you. So let's move to our business. So first thing will be meeting minutes approved. So did anybody review the meeting minutes? Yes. Okay, so I review the meeting minutes. Yes. And the motion?
I can make a motion to approve the minutes.
Yeah, I second it.
Sorry.
I second it.
You?
As they vote, Commissioner Sato?
Yeah.
Commissioner Xu?
Yes.
Chair Han?
Yeah.
And Chair Ba?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay. I think today we are going to have the chair and the vice chair selection.
Yeah. So I'll walk you through the process. So we'll start with a nomination. And so the nomination can be for another commissioner or you can do a self-nomination. After we get a nomination and the commissioner accepts the nomination, there's room for a motion. Once a motion's made, then we can discuss it if there's any discussion. There will also be a substitute motion made, and then there will be a vote. And then we'll move in. Once we've selected our chair, then we'll select our vice chair. And I believe that there was written communication that was added to your packet from Commissioner Chochi, who was wanted to throw her name out for the chair position. So I'll leave it up to you guys for nomination.
So I like to nominate her as Commissioner Xu chair.
I think it's great with Sue had been the chair in the park and the recreation before, right? She should familiar with all the procedure, the process. Yeah. Should we have,
I appreciated, two reasons I very appreciated Commissioner Xu's contributions 2025 last year. For one project, I have a passionate about, and I try to participate from the CLF side is Cupertino Library Story for celebration 70th years anniversary. And I remember we have, when we try to form a working group from the commissioner point, actually the working group is so heated. I think everyone wants to be part of it. And, end up she wasn't, I guess during the meeting, her voice wasn't too loud to be part of the working group. But then outside of the working group, because I participate as a CRF board member, so I know many of the events. So she print the banner, print the distributed flies, and recruit high school volunteers, and collect stories at the senior centers, and host many tables, and to support the events. So I'm very, very appreciated her contributions. And also she was the Port Royal working group. And, we successfully going through every single steps. So for those two reasons, I very appreciate her contributions, her leadership, and so I think she will be a great candidate as a chair.
So is that a second? Did I hear?
And second, so is that.
Is there any more discussion?
I just want to point out that Junkie, yes, I saw her, but I think she violated the Brown Act by sending out email to all the commissioner. When I saw that email, it's a surprise.
Seed.
Yeah.
Well, it went to the library commission. Wes, it went to your email address. So she didn't. She was. We told her that that's what she needed to do if she was going to be absent and wanted to throw her name in.
I saw that at least in the past, our training is any communications to the commissioner needs to go to Jessica, and Jessica send out as a BCC. So that is at least what my understanding is. So it's a BCC to everyone instead of.
And if that is the case, I'm happy to look into that.
Yeah, I know.
That is what we wanted her to do, and that was coming from Jessica. So who's very well versed around that. So I don't believe that was it. And maybe again, I said that's how I have to look. But yeah, please look into it. That was a directive from staff when I see her.
Okay, so that's fine.
So I hope you don't think she missed.
No, yeah, okay. So that's fine. That is not the reason. Okay, she was part of the Cupertino story working group, but I can, as a CIF participated in Cupertino story, I saw Miss Xu's contributions that I just read out some examples, and I yet to see her contributions being part of the. Yes, I appreciate she being the Port Royal working group and the select Port Royal successfully, but at the other end, I just don't see any updates or from to the library commissioner. Her only update I hear part of it actually for the work message from the commissioner asked Chandra instead of her own contributions being part of the working group. So that is a little bit disappointed. So for that reasons, I think it's
Anybody else?
So personally, I nominated the reason is I think we both started at the same time, and I see that this is vocal for community support. So that's the main reason, because this whole we can do whatever the community is actually looking for, or something that overall the community's need is somewhere it comes to the commission, either through the groups, other things. So somebody who has basically take it forward and talk about the need, community need here, and also in better other places. So I feel she would do a good job on that side. That's a main example.
Commissioner Xu, do you accept the nomination?
Yeah, I'm surprised to see so much support from other commissioner. Really appreciate it, feel grateful. Yeah, because I worked with several nonprofit organizations in the past, and I didn't know, so everyone really they really saw what I did, but I didn't mean to gain something for myself, but I really appreciate their words. I'm so touched. Yeah, I accept the nomination.
Thank you.
Okay, so our motion is to nominate Commissioner Xu as chair. And that was before by Commissioner Saktival and seconded by Commissioner Han. Can we take a vote?
Sure.
Chair's out.
Yeah. Yes.
Commissioner Saktival,
Yes.
Commissioner Kim,
yes.
and Commissioner Xu.
Yes.
Right, do you have a new chair?
Yes.
And now selects the vice chair. So same process. So we'll begin with the nomination, and then after this motion, any discussion, and then
So I would like to nominate Chandra Saxo. Well, how to pronounce your last name? Sorry, maybe not accurate. Because in the meeting, I saw him ask a lot of thoughtful and meaningful questions. And he tried to voice up for some community member when they send email asking us for something. He just try to get all the detail and discuss with people in the meeting to collect information. I really appreciate what he did. I think he can do a good job as a vice chair.
I second.
Do you accept the nomination?
Yeah, thanks for nominating. And
Is there any more discussion?
Again, for the Cupertino story, I appreciate, Chandler to be at the table booth to distribute the puzzle story. Even that day, it was a little bit hectic because there was power off, power down, the opening power down, and there was some messages, no more events, and so when I saw you show up, and they appreciate it. Yeah, and we're looking for the meeting minutes. Yeah, he asked them about questions. So
Yeah, I saw he thinking aloud and try to reach out the community and participate in some lot of activity. Yeah, I support you'll be vice chair. But I just hope in the future, if there are event in city, we as a library commissioner need to participate, actively. Yeah, for example, in this Saturday, there is a district forum, right? So I think as a Cupertino Library commissioner, we need to participate as representative of Cupertino Library. Yeah, so I think in the future, so all the commissioner need to be put more effort and time on this. Yeah. Thank you.
for the Saturday's meeting.
Yeah, the Saturday meeting from 8:30 to 12 with the county event.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will be there, but I'm not sure. That would be great. Yeah. So.
Okay, yeah, so, yes. All right, so we vote?
Yeah, you want to start?
Okay, so we had a motion that was made by Chair Shu and seconded by, Commissioner Dao. Commissioner Pan? Hi. Commissioner Zhao? That's it. Everybody saw that. Chair Shu? Yes. Okay, well, first, and Commissioner Satsbaum.
Yes.
Okay, Commissioner Tapman. And now, in front of you, you have some notes that might help you run the meeting here. This just follow the part that would be yellow is where you would, you may need to take action. And I'll help you, don't worry.
Okay. Since you're on the and the next one will be that's the second page.
Yeah, Cupertino program.
Or can maybe ask shall I ask if there's any medication around the community? Because there's no. Okay. So there's no old business.
We're going to go now to item number 3 or 4
Item number we've already done.
Still business item number.
It's already here.
Lorry program update.
Yeah.
First, well, thank you for the service and congratulations to the new chair and his chair. I'm Thomas Eliaye. It's a pleasure to see the one I know and meet the one I not. So I'm the new incoming poet laureate following Keiko. So I was asked to share a plan for this upcoming year, right? So I prepared just one slide
with some of the events, right, that I'm thinking about, and would love your feedback, right? So the first one is actually already active, right? So I was approached by the president of the Cupertino Rotary Club when we did the ceremony last month already. And that they in 5 years they want to launch a poetry test, but so targeting the 5 high schools of the district. It will happen between late February and late May. In fact, they will organize most of it, right? Because it's not the first time they are doing it. The help they need from us is first, to represent myself as a poet laureate, to help being a jury member, to help attract other poets to be jury member and of course to participate to the ceremony. Right, they do a ceremony. They have a budget where they award the first, third, and third prize with a monetary gift for the laureates. And I believe because it's also use of our events, for example, as a library, right? He will help also with communication to ensure we got maximum participation. I think in the prior editions, they had close to 75 plus poems submitted. So we try to at least have the same or better. There was kind of feedback from Keiko on the notion of doing a contest and having 75 people participate and only 3 winners. In the Rotary Club, we want to reinstate this. I think one thing we could do, which I've seen working, is that even for the applicants or the people, the students who submitted some poems who didn't make it to the first some on third place, maybe we can have them published, right? I don't know if we can publish a little leaflet, right, that we would have here at the library and distribute throughout the city channel, right? But that's to be discussed. So that one is active. I'm actually meeting Friday with they all use the Rotary Club president to get going. And then, so you can see the 4 events, right? I kind of looked at what was done in the past, also meeting with Keiko. So what we agree is to, in fact, quickly do an event to kind of gather, all people, all poets, come to the past event, right? So I propose, an open meet poetry event where people will share, of course, we'll share the news about the poetry contest and the plan, and we'll just, invite people to share some poems with one another, right? And I want to make this targeting all generation track, so they would be open to children, families, adults, seniors, and also multilingual, one to reflect all the diversity from our city. So we have time, to kind of deal with the participation. I was envisioning to have this between mid to end of March, and we target into the satellite here. So that's line number 2. Line number 3, the idea was to do poetry and God Luck in the park, right? So take poetry outside of the library, and then maybe I can work with your team. I'm a bit biased, but I'm living next to a memorial park. There's this nice picnic area which can welcome quite a big number of people. So maybe we do it between there. Then back in September, another open lead poetry event, either at the library or maybe targeting, doing it at the senior center, right, to engage like the senior community, and then closing the lab here with one last event. So I do in the past one event that worked well is poetry in the dark, right? That Leko was doing, which basically was, I think in a room like this one, we close the light and people are reading poetry totally in the dark. So to make it I think what we'll still do it anyway with Keiko, but to make it maybe a bit more accessible, I said, maybe we give people little candles, right? Electric candles. They can light their candle with their coil, shut it down, and then we move to the next candle, right? So, and this one, I was targeting towards December, right? So, all in all, that gives us, a good rhythm with the event, at least per quarter. And I think for the first time, we can actually do multiple events again, and the Rotary Club at our events with the line. Right, and then I'm sure there are other things that will come up, right, as we do, but at least that's what I had in mind. So often to questions, comments, feedback from everyone.
Thank you for all the work. I just have one question for the multi-language part. Do you mean each person can reset their poem using their own language?
Yes, that would be the idea. So of course I would be in some in English, but I listen some in Chinese, Japanese, in Spanish, I can in French also.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's our great event. So please let us know if you need us, to do the promotion, to reach out to all the community. So once you have the date decide, so we can help you to promote to the community.
Yeah. I work with me and Guyan here and good pay and dates hype and then I'm kind of so Echo is gonna send an email because she had a distribution list introducing me, and then I had a website where I could collect emails, and then I was thinking we work together really to for the actual event, right? Like that. Maybe the city can also be in the middle of at least a list of kickover or something in the Palcap. There has been multiple platforms that's really tried to consolidate edit and edit this type for the next ways.
And thank you for making such great plan, a lot of interesting event. And I have several questions. So for the contest with FUHSD, so does that mean all the students can get newsletter from the school district about the
That we work, so we can do our communications with the library because that they can touch in Marguerite one, I guess. But I think the Rotary Club, they are intact at the high school hierarchy that they work with in the past, right? So they will also help us.
Yeah, that would be great. I know, yeah, some students they're really interested in this. And I also have a question. I remember in the past, Keiko hosted some table in city event like the Earth Day. She had Earth Day booth, and I'm not sure for the Cherry Blossom Day if there's a booth. Yeah, just one.
So I remember she did mention, like she gave me like a little
Is it?
for the booth rack already. So yeah, just keep me abreast maybe of these opportunities. I see where.
Yes, I think there will be some festival list on city website.
Yes, yeah. And then just a reminder that every cohort will come in and do something slightly different. And that was, one of Keiko's most favorite things because she liked being out and doing the poetry on Japan. That was kind of her niche that she was really doing.
Yeah, and I can see
Very different. Maybe
under asset just yeah, and for the last event, the One Light, One Poem event, it sounds a lot of fun. So I remember last November when I visited library at night, I noticed in the community hall, a yoga group, they are just doing this thing, make some, not the real fire, not the real candle, but those light. Yeah, and some soft music. Wow, looks very nice. I like to see the event hosted by you. Must be very good.
This one I enjoyed the visa as well. That's what you need.
So a couple of first of all, thanks for putting this one and coming up here and explain. So I'm not in the poetry side personally. Like I used to feel like until last year, but after the chatbot comes, I go and say, "Give me some fun poems." It makes me to laugh. So my question is, when you say contest, right? How do we say that it's a human generated poem or something my computer gave and put it in mind?
Yeah, that will be the job of the jury. I know there are tools, right? Which in fact recently got challenged as well. So yeah, that will be already in the job of the jury, right? But yes, I guess
So other on
my take on this, in that since these are kids, right? At least they got interested in poetry, right? So then il est part of principe. Yeah.
okay. So the other idea is like, is this poet laureate is going to have anything on the city council meeting or something? Like, do you guys try to like get an opportunity to show that poem on a city level? So you encourage the people to get involved broader way. Is there anything that you are looking for or some suggestions?
It wouldn't be me specifically, but I know in the past mayors had a Biden vote laureate to kind of be
Yeah.
up. You were very
Yeah, this all right. Was it over? They going yeah. So we'll write some.
Oh, okay.
there is sometimes a citywide stage for that to happen. It depends on if the mayor chooses to invite or not.
Okay. Yeah, because it helps to make people to know where to go, right? At least some people might not know, so they can able to connect with this. So that's yeah. Thank you.
She did, yeah.
So no more discussion. Is there any staff update on this topic? So if so, we just move on.
Yeah, I can talk.
Okay.
Please, the bookie.
Yep.
Thank you. So next subject, Santa Clara County Library District Internet Policy Draft. Need to review.
That's me. If I haven't met you yet, Steve Fitzgerald, Deputy County Library. We have several public-facing policies that we run through our KBA, our Game Maui for. So they're our governing body for all libraries in the library district. But when we do that, we also like to take policies to the commissioners at each of the board and the libraries as well, just so you have an opportunity to read over them, offer comments, suggestions, concerns, whatever feedback you had. We're more than happy to take that back and consider revising based on those comments. So that being said, the policy that we were looking at this evening, and hopefully you have a chance to read it in your packet. If not, that's okay too. If you want to read it later, send comments to Molly. Please feel free to do that. The internet policy that we have recently revised needed to be updated. It hadn't been updated like 7 years. It really used some outdated language, some outdated terms, some concepts. And then we also combined several policies into one. So we had an internet policy, a Wi-Fi policy, and an online forum policy. We kind of wrapped it all together so it was just one simple document rather than 3 separate ones. So again, there's no major change with the policy in terms of the content that was presented in them. Again, it was just kind of a consolidation and just kind of updating the language. So I don't know if anybody has any comments now. Again, if not, that's okay too, but I will pass it over to anybody that might want to speak on the subject.
So how is the one when I try to access on when my kids was coming here and trying to search books, it's like either I think it was I don't know about 3-4 months back. It's still a title based or author based. That sort of the things, right? Do you have a plan to enable something like an natural language processing based search? Like if I give description about that book or some story, I forgot the title or I forgot the author, but I should be able to pull it out. Is it some way?
So you're talking about our catalog.
Yeah, catalog
Data. Okay, so this the policy
doesn't talk about that.
I'm sorry?
This won't talk about those things.
Correct. That's a little bit outside the range of what we're dealing with here. That's good feedback, though, and we do have some capabilities with some of our third-party vendors to do what you're not being that. So, for example, if you're a big e-resource user, we have Libby and Overdrive, and Libby does have the capability to use some AI search capabilities. We don't have that catalog yet, and I don't suspect we're going to get that anytime soon. But we are looking at a new ILS system over the next few years, honestly. But that might have some additional technology. That might help. I don't know.
And the other question is, do we allow the people to log in their personal email through the system, or
While they're using our public computers or while they're using the Wi-Fi?
while using personal library computers?
Yes. So if people choose to check their email or what have you, they can do that at any one of our machines. And when they're done, it automatically logs everything out. So it erases all the activity that was done.
Download documents too?
Every second. So we have an image where we have set programs that are available on that computer, and those things are available constantly. But for example, if you use Microsoft Word, you opened up a document, did your word processing or what have you, you saved it to the desktop. As soon as you log out, that information is removed for the system.
Okay, so all cookies, everything is gone. For example, if I do any, I get a mail and I need to enter my credit card. So it's safe to say that it's all cleaned up on no cookies, no information. It was what I did.
Yeah. And, just to be clear, like there are a lot of smart people out there doing a lot of things, right? So nothing is 100% secure, safe, right? I'm sure you know that. But we do wipe the system as best we can based on current technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went through, I think I have, maybe I reread again, and then if I have comments, pass it to the friend.
Yeah.
Thank you. So any more questions? No. No more. Oh. See, then we move to the next topic. Yeah. So next one is Library Commission 2026 meeting topics. Review and approve the list of potential meeting topics for this year.
Yes, so we're hoping, that'd be great. Thank you. So this is the directive that came from the city manager's office. The steps are all on step is second summer, and this is a notification that we saw from you, but also just it's an overview of everything that we're going to ask you to be working on throughout your calendar year. And this is also, I think, a really helpful tool to remind you of other things that are things that like, for example, the meeting that coming up this Saturday, or the event that's coming up this Saturday, that is on this list. So, for example, every February we'll do the chair and the vice chair selection. We'll also do the calendar development. This activity right here, we'll also do that every February. Poet Laureate, Stephen, is every other year. Your Poet Laureate program updates for the new guideline that we established, those are every 3 per year, I'm sorry. And then we'll review library programs and services as needed. And then we would like you to attend Poet Laureate events and throughout the year. I've sent the Santa Clara County Library District annual events. Those are listed over on the side. So, the first Saturday in February. In April, there's the volunteer appreciation party. And in May, there's the staff appreciation party. All thanks that you're invited to it. It would be great to represent the Library Commission at those. Our community partner presentations. So that's when we talked about having Cupertino Library Foundation and Friends of the Library come. We've also got the other city commission. We figured that one could be every other year, and that way be to work with the T Commission or the Senior Advisory Board to find out what the needs of T's and tiers are looking like. Attending city council meetings as needed. So if there was an item that had come up here, so like a DVD they'd asked you to work on, then you would go back to the city council to report back to something that you just had to start teaching. And then the mayor weeks or every other month for the chair. And that's what's on currently. Feedback is requested, or we do need a motion to move forward like this one. So a motion just approving this particular calendar.
Where is the weekend? Like, last year, BA is the only one attended. So because I'm traveling, so if, those meetings, if can be scheduled earlier, then we can make our travel arrangement accordingly.
Sorry, what meeting are you talking?
Actually, it's last year. It's city host meeting. The new commissioner come in and the outcome. What's the name of the meeting?
Operation.
Yeah, yeah, something like it. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. When is that event? Is not here. And
They not have it on there. Did cover what? So if I meant say in the wiki, easily add that in. That is a typically, I believe it.
Yeah. I think so. October. Yeah.
It's changed. Before it was in February, so it is kind of popped out of last year was in October.
Yeah, I think that meeting the commissioner need to attend because they welcome all the new commissioner. So that's why
It's also the same as the Crest Awards.
yeah.
Combines the events. Commissioner Bashish.
Yeah.
Oh, so it combined with Crest Awards. No. Oh, that's why I missed. Because in the past, I remember I attended the dinner.
Yes, they
Last year, I missed.
okay.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. That was a planning event, but yeah.
And what about the calendar development? What does that mean? Like the item number second, are we going to, like, you basically want the commission to give some input on the program or events calendar, or
To attend all the event.
all the events?
So to attend the meeting because this is all the meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to
I thought
we need to
some-
pay attention.
with
No. We need to pay attention to all the date and the event. Then we need to attend it.
and I have a question.
So you need a motion to
it don't have that meeting yet. You see, it's the calendar development Tuesday. Let's say taught lawyer program, and so definitely not the first four. Five that is ongoing, and attend the Port Royal event. I'm kind of have some reservations for that because me personally not interested in culture, and it's almost like you need to attend
I don't think it's meant that everybody needs to attend everything. This is so that when city council looks at what you are working on at the commission, that they know everything that is in your purview.
and this is prepared by who? Which
The city manager's office. Well, the ARM and Jess and I put this together for you based on our feedback from the meeting that we had in December, but then also just to be in line with what our other commissions are doing.
okay.
This is not mandatory, right? This is not mandatory. It's not required, but it's recommended.
So that every time you're looking at a calendar, you're aware of all things that as a commissioner you could be participating in, and some of them should be participating in.
like number 7. That should be we shouldn't know what's going on in the library. Can we go down? Like okay, so number 8, update from the library from the regional park. Okay, so that one is okay. Yeah, collaborate city commission board. Okay. Attend a city council meeting, that's only required.
needs.
That doesn't need the mayor and the commission chair meeting. Okay,
That's
what-
here and right here. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't have that one. That the October. Please. Other than hand, it would be great to know in advance.
Yes.
So that's
I will cap that feedback on. I feel the same as the week.
yeah. So I think last year. Anyway, my trip was booked before the meeting was scheduled, and I had sorry I can't attend. And this year I don't want to miss, but anyway.
Any other comment?
So how is the 9th row, the column 9 one, a row? Collaboration with the city commissions, like, is that expectation is library commission, like team commission in this case? How the collaboration will be, like what?
The last time we did it for one of the meetings, we invited 2 members of the team commission and then 2 members of the city advisory board. And they came and they just shared feedback from their perspective as teens and seniors on what they plan to see at the library. And it was a really, I think, an interesting conversation. And everybody who was here, I think really it was a valuable experience. And I encourage from our meeting in the summer that we like to do that.
Oh.
And I don't think it needs to be done every year because it could get repetitious. But if we do it every other year, I think that makes, maybe we do seniors one year and teens the other, we kind of look up. And some of this is set in stone. If there was an issue that came up that you were like, wow, I would really like to know the teens' opinions on this, we could easily invite them to our next meeting to find out what their perspective is.
So number 5 is actually the item, we have about your life program and the service.
What is the quality of life, the goal? What is that?
Those are the city council goals.
What is the metric that they have? Like, oh, okay, is it this?
I'm not 100% sure. There's a handful of them in it. You were supposed to select where we felt that they felt the best. And some of them don't really make sense for us. So that was our matter.
So once we finalize, then you will put the date, right? So that's when we plan our trip, then we know.
We will update dates as we know that. But this is as an overdue. So like for example, event Saturday, essentially the first Saturday of February. That done was being in here. It's big the update. That's just gonna remain on there. You'll be notified of all of these. And again, just as a reminder with the calendar, it's really important that you're checking your city email address on a very regular basis. That's so you're getting a lot of notifications about these associate today.
Oh, I'm getting a lot of phishing alert and other mails. So I basically, it's that open net. I see that almost like last month itself, 8 to 9 mails.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I don't know what's going on, but.
But you need to open. As long as it's not spam. Yeah. Otherwise you will miss the email.
So can you get a motion to approve the calendar with the amended events, adding in like Crest Awards and Commissioner appreciations in our?
Yeah, I can make motion on that. Yeah.
Can you get that in? I certainly. Okay. So, Jason folks, sure can. Right? Which is out.
Yeah.
I share something out.
Hi.
And share. Yeah. Shoot. Thank you.
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, so we finished topic 5. The next is 6, the monthly update reports.
So I think that's my saying all. Yeah. Sean, great. So we see each other in January. And delayed Happy New Year to everybody. This is our February report. Those of you with sharp eyes and sharp memory may notice that our checkouts and borrower numbers seems unusually high compared to the numbers that I had recorded past. With the help of Steve Fitzgerald, I have come to understand that I may have been lowball on my numbers a little bit and only recording unique checkouts and not recording checkouts of the days you're equating renewals. So that is why we're seeing the bump in numbers, and it is probably a similar process borrowers where I was only reporting unique borrowers, and there are plenty of folks but within 1 month may come here more than once in check counts, which is why we're seeing that slight increase, $26. February is usually when I have the annual report out for you to see kind of how we did, a little behind because I'm trying to do the comparison numbers so that you had an idea of what I may have misunderstood at that, so I will get that to you soon. But did very good in January, as you saw, over 209,000 checkouts, and I guess I should say circulation at this point too. With 26,000 borrowers, the carriable 70,000 people coming through our gates, a total of 719 room bookings, so those are our mini rooms. Our staff offered 70 programs, and we had over 3,000 attendees for those programs. and the different community groups came in and picked up the slack and rented this room out 11 times to do their own events. Snapshot of a few photos from January. On the left there, you see Chain Your Music by Bay that was sponsored by Cupertino Library Foundation, one of those community partners we're talking about in Cupertino work the group. It is a fantastic musical event where not only do the children get to see and hear a performance, but afterwards they get to engage with the musicians and the musical instruments so that they can often get their first takes of being hands-on with the utility sheets. Got some more first bands, and you've got one more Silicon Valley Beats opera speaker there down center. Trap bands are really very good songs. A quick snapshot of the February calendar. Again, I believe Jess already sent these out to you. If you have any questions about any particular events, please feel free to shout. These things I did want to point out, stating that Lunar New Year is around farm. They've got the Lunar New Year calligraphy for the children on Friday, February 6th at 4 p.m. And we've got the line man which comes in through on Saturday, February 7th at the Apple the Closet at 10:48 a.m. Toss it over to the adult side. Again, just a quick snapshot of what you can expect, so not for much. Got many fantastic events. If you're interested in learning more about acupuncture, we've got Dr. Julia Lee coming in on February 8th in this very room. We'll be covering that. Plenty of Silicon Valley Beats events. And of course, my personal favorite, Crochet, is the Tuesday travel nights. Anybody who wants to learn more about what traveling to Iceland's going to be like, that expert, plenty of photos and travel tips will be here speaking. That's it.
Sure.
February is of Ellis Black History Month. You'll notice we'll have displays celebrating the feat, and of course we've got different programs. People that are got there, so we're coming in to introduce for the children and various other book club books that covers that. Again, you already spoke about New Year, but I did want to take a snapshot to show you that we'll be again performing this Saturday outside in Falls. So it's a very nice event. I also want to update everyone on the Story Walk initiative. I know that a couple of you have noticed the ones that we've got at other library locations, and we are hopefully going to be the next one to get cast along closer to the city, and maybe speak a little bit on Burbia apps, Jess. I believe we just need to figure out of the water district's jurisdiction on how to get things installed, and we should keep you out.
Yeah, so the water district technically owns the trail that's behind the library, and that would give you ideal details. That would be the ideal location to do it. So we need to get the okay from the water district before we can forward with that. Gotcha.
That is works.
I'll let you finish. I have some questions. Yes. Sure.
You may there's our art display out in our public lobby area that is First Story Free by Dr. Shang Chen. This will be available for viewing all the way through the end of February. She's having kickoff events in room 101 this Sunday at 2 p.m. We tell everyone to attend if they're interested in conduct a display that's showing and learning more about Fur Journey and, of course, how she came to create this wonderful piece that she shared, not only with us, but also with the display. Right. So again, September 8th, that's February 8th in 101 at 2 o'clock, if you guys want that. But I always try to wrap up by introducing a new feature or a new way for folks to find out resources. One thing I did want to highlight with folks that are not power users in our catalog is that we do actually have the advanced search features where you're able to really drill down in the results that you want to see, including the ability to search with these specific guidelines picked but no keywords. So one of the favorite things we get asked by parents is that their children make have reading levels that the school has tested them on. They always cast the reading range is between 650 and 770. How will I find books that are within that range? You can come into the advanced search. It's very direct to see because I didn't blow it up too much. But you actually indicate in the reading level the range that you're looking for, and then again, you don't need to put anything in the search bar. You would just hit search, and it will bring up all results of books that fall within this range. And we do catalog that information with all the children's school. So it is a very big tool for parents to use. And again, summon door if you want search features that most people aren't too interested in, but if you ever want to dig deep, this is the place to get. If you guys have any questions or want to explore it with me, I'm always available to walk you through that day. Well, last thing, of course, February 16th will be closed for visits. that's it from me. Jen, I think you had a question, but that's
Yeah. So I think I remember, last December that I said I want to do one thing, and I found this project. And I bring to Brian and also talk to mayor and the vice mayor, all got a very positive feedback. I was, hoping that we can, as a library commissioner, we can form a working group to support this project to make sure, like if any challenges facing, we can be part of it. And I just, just learned this moment, like, for example, it's going to be installed here, like, in this park, right? The park kind of. And Brian and I, we chat like 5 minutes regarding the responsibility. Like, the commissioner can help to, even after installations, can help check the status, like, the usage or the feedback from the community. Could be a bridging. So I love to, maybe next agenda is this item or form a working group, and I will vote myself in, because I just had when I first saw it in Saratoga, I videotaped that, and I'm so passionate about it. And when I talked to Brian, it's like, yes, that's, he actually had the similar idea in, way back, but it didn't, for whatever challenge it was facing. And so, right now, if this parking is permitted, how about any other parks? Like, can be, like, I even talked to mayor briefly in the CRF annual, party, and she's all into it. She say, and this is meet her. Like, her goal is, you will listen to her. The speech to the city, and it's, healthy or whatever, like, other parks, like how about could be Wilson Park, it's about and so I want to form a working group to support, to make sure, like, even, we talk briefly if any budget, challenges, shall we look at, like, CRA can sponsor or friend of the library support. I don't know kind of challenge we face, but at least the last time when Brian tried to have this project wasn't a success. But I even don't know you have a last time already. And I only saw this in Saratoga, and I saw it was highly loved, and as a great campus. So I want to, maybe in the future agenda setting, I want to say you can form a working group to support this project for 2026.
So the city already decide we will have this in the park, near the library, or do we have another room to put this in another city park?
As of right now,
Okay.
I believe that it has been discussed that would be the best location. There's a lot of stipulations for it. It needs to be a certain length. It needs to be, hot foot traffic, things like that. And that this was determined would be the best fit. But like I said, because the water district owns the land, they need to give us the approval to be able to use it. And so if they come back and say no, that you would need to go back out and figure out a location that would be more, would work better.
Is how many parks are owned by the water district within the?
There's just parcels of land that are owned by the water district. So, when they put this trail in the city, they changed the trail, but they technically own the land.
So this will be put in the park, like in this direction, right? It's right there, right?
Yeah, here. Yeah.
No trails, right, in one side. It like you have a trails, like a regular trail is one side of the park, but there's a parking lot of park. It's no trail. Sure. It's connected to the parking lot, right? The park is connected.
More parking lot. The lighter park.
Yeah, and then it runs to.
Yeah, there's straightways that allows you to enter Chick-fil-A if you want to come in from the trail, but the trail runs all the way down.
So yeah, the
laying on the Ross Street too. It's over.
Oh, so this will be by the regular trail?
Yeah, we did the regular trail.
Oh, this is by the regular trail.
Not in the park.
Okay, not in this park. Not like by it's the regular trail. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm as a library commissioner, yeah, regular trail also another choice. I was talking to the mayor about because it's very well trafficked and yeah, have this. All right. Okay. So I'm hoping we can in the future agenda settings so we can have this and a formal working group, and I would support along the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is very exciting.
You like to hear. Any other questions for my presentation before I hand the seat? John?
So,
Right, good.
maybe I missed the information. So, who proposed this originally? Is this initiative just like last year's mayor's initiative, or it's by?
Through Santa Clara County Library Districts, where the aim is for each library location to have the old story wall. First, interlocal city can to bring more awareness about the library portfolio, post library, and of course, encourage families to library to do all things that they. But again, the timeline for each library has been a little different depending on the needs of the city. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, see that's Los Altos and also last two cities do not have. Also, my God, this do.
Yeah, it looks like there's still some preparation work we need to do for this. So I hope maybe we can put it in the agenda as soon as possible. Yeah. So is it possible to put in?
You are the next. You are the chair. You can we get this.
Tornado says. Okay, great.
Andrew, do you have puzzles about?
Oh, yeah. So, is there any follow-up that happened with the CUST superintendent for any events for CUST aligned programs or something like that?
We passed along that information, and she's aware of kind of place-based being open, and there was talk about doing class visits here to us. I could follow up to see if they're still interested in it. The last night, she said she'd get back to me once they were ready to go, and he had communication sets. So, yeah. But I could follow up on that actually.
And the second one is like, if you can go back to the program events thing, like children is fine or adult, anything is okay. So basically, Mike, one of the concern is like as we are slowly realizing that how AI is going to play and trying to take like small automation jobs, kind of going away from a human hand to computer side. So are we having any programs that make people to aware that this shift is happening and upskill or creative being a differentiation, that kind of things? I just trying to figure out any such a.
Those are interesting points and questions I think we all have to consider as a society as things move on. And we do have a new program service manager, and I think she's got different plans. You will definitely bring it to her attention to see if some days that she not just us but like system wide.
Yeah.
You think about a little bit more, but as a discernment, I don't have anything on my radar yet because I think it is also so new that you don't really have any experts we could pull on. Can't really speak well to the topic because, as you know, of how quickly things change. The other day, I think I saw for dummies to look for ChatGPT. Well, it's already 5, but there's so many other models now to ship even all that flame to people. So there is an element of trying to catch actually declining the experts because when we try to do these sorts of programs, we want to make sure we're bringing people to speed with not only authenticity but authority on the topic and not give out trash information or big egos.
Because the one thing is like, okay, I have some storybooks here, taking and reading for 3 days or 1 week or 2 weeks. This is going to a chatbot and asking a summary of the book and then getting the taste of it, right? So it's kind of like knowledge is kind of available and very much in the fingertip now. So trying to see like how library visitors and get equipped and get ready, this kind of paradigm shift is slowly, I'm sure next January, the top would be different. I feel it's going such fast way. So
Well, yes, yes. Organization of our scene brothers is again, I'm sure it's top of mind for all of us, but it's always a question of we want to ensure that the information that we do bring, libraries are a trusted source of information. Want to be very careful.
okay.
How we rate and cut, put on rates. But yes, it is something I'm sure for all. Any other questions? If not, then I shall hand over to Steve. Give it the picture, though.
Yeah, so actually, Brian covered a lot of what I would have covered also. So he still get through on SBR. One thing he didn't mention was jumpstarts of read for the record. So this is a one read event that is done naturally, and what single book is selected to have a story hunt for on a specific date. It's usually in September, but this year they held it off until February of this month, and the reason is it's the 20th anniversary. Doing a whole bunch of events kind of leading up to this date. So if you know someone who was interested in it, see Marcus Rowe. He's the book by Marcus Bridgewater. Please check out all of our libraries. All of that's at also. We also have our virtual author talks. So we have Vanessa Riley, Dr. Linton Stewart, Smithsonian curator Tom Frouch, all performing events that are available for you to view from the comfort of your own home if you stand to the library. So please check those out. And then, as was mentioned earlier, we do have our forum this weekend. So this is our annual Frangs support group forum. It is, I believe it starts at 9 o'clock on Saturday. You have another great lineup ready to go for you all. You all should have received an invite. If you haven't, please let me know. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you there. But lose my report unless anybody has any questions.
So I think sometime back, the county was like Santa Clara County Library was sending a free books for the under age of 5 or something like that.
So that's part of the Imagination Library. Yeah, and we're still partaking in that book. We have over, I think we're close to 16,000.
Okay. Okay, so still it's okay to refresh that flyer to the community.
Absolutely. More the merrier. We're trying to sign up as many kids as we possibly can.
Okay, yeah.
Yes. I have one kind of question. Right now I'm working in the Stanford East Library. So actually, we have a lot of books, because it's duplicate. It's gifts from all over the country. At Stanford Library can only keep one copy. So a lot of book, I think it's all good book. This morning in there I saw some literature book, story poem from the Taiwan. They actually donate to the Stanford. That since we only need to keep one copy, so we need to give away our the book. So they are also looking for some, what's the best way, They don't want to just throw out the book. So it's anyway, I know, so for the university book, probably sometimes in more focus on research something. They still have a lot of good books. So how can we, collaborate with this?
So academic libraries, to your point, they kind of focus on different things in public libraries, right? So we're looking more popular, more general materials, and academic libraries are ones more specific in focus. So generally, there's not a way for us to get that into the library just because, into our collections. So different. That being said, some friends groups do resell academic books. I don't know about Cupertino Library in particular. Right, usually a good resource to ask one that be on the top of your head. So yeah, I mean, but again, that's usually, as I mentioned before, a lot of the patients end up with our friends and that they resell it either in our lobby sales for daily sales or to the major cities. They've also worked with organizations that bring home books or less diversity communities. But I don't think we ever done one that's the non-inclusive. That's actually interesting, but yeah. That's about the extent of what we would do with most donations because again, as the went out, the academic focus is all kind of very different, and although it just doesn't move in the same way, and eventually it's still will end up discarded. Yeah, it is not fully the same way.
Okay, yeah. I will let the supervisor know because supervisor tried looking for some public library or some library So if they need, so we can show me. Yeah. But some of them are research book, but some of them are just the public book. Probably, we can reach out to the library, the friend of library, right? Yeah.
The friends would be able to.
Okay.
It's, let me know if you need their on that.
Okay.
So, no more questions. Okay, so next will be the staff and the staff report. Next.
I just have a couple updates for you. The first one is the Cupertino Stay with the City address is scheduled for Thursday, February 26th at 6 p.m. at the Dillon Community Center. You can find more information at cupertino.gov/stay with the city. We also have our upcoming events that'll be here at the Civic Center Plaza, starting here in the Civic Center Plaza. It's our Big Bunny 5K, and that's Saturday, March the 7th. That starts at 8:30 a.m., and then the Kids Fun Run is at 9:30 a.m. For more information on that, that's cupertino.gov/Big Bunny 5K. And then finally, just a reminder from IT that if you're planning to travel internationally, please let them know prior to leaving where you're planning to attend or where you're planning to travel to and how long that be gone.
So, that any commissioner have an update or reports to share?
I think I already mentioned, so just in the future we need to pay more attention on the event so we can be representative of the library committee. Yeah, that's only thing I want to is.
So the only event, the county event, is the one on the work plan. On this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah. So each year only this and the.
No, county, not only county event, in the city event, we also need to be, yes.
Hopefully we will know the date soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
IT, if you travel outside of the country, your email will be disconnected. Or they just needs to know.
Yeah, just need to do the naked monitor and make sure there's a suspicious activity.
Suspicious activities in an email or
I think so. I think that there's then they get pinged if you open it and you're out of the country. So that way they don't need to. So you're out of the country for whatever reason. You open your email and IT does it out, and they'll say, "Oh, Molly, do you know if they're trapped or not?" So they just look at it. They just want to know. They just look and they just want to look.
and I'm just because the only reason I'm curious is like we don't have a city equipment. It's like if I'm working for the company, I bring the computer from U.S. to any other countries, then that's actually a challenge for many countries. Several countries they are banned to bring but we don't own any city.
No, that's just what they ask.
But I think once from your email ID, somebody is logged in, they can able to see the complete Cupertino's employees list and all the things, right? Which is like, what is the city manager and what is the department, other things. People can take that as information. That's email address.
So one more thing, can you make more clear so the commissioner can be remote, attending the meeting for twice for each year, right?
I don't believe if your location is agendized, so at least 2 weeks in advance that you are going to miss a meeting, and you're able to agendize your location, and you can miss as many as you need to.
Oh.
If it's a last minute emergency situation comes up, then we can only make the exception twice for it to not be scenarios.
Okay, that's clear. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So last time I heard it's like only twice.
Okay, that's the emergency exceptions.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, and I remember there's another rule. So when you join the meeting online. We only have 2 chances each year. That's also nice.
They told you you're a year commission training?
I think in the past year, so if you miss 2 times, then you will be kicked out. That's what.
Oh, I mean, also, well, that was before we had
Okay.
the option for remote participation. So when we were just meeting in person, but we weren't allowing any remote participation, which there was that little interim time. So there was the COVID time where everything was remote, and then they came back in person, and then everything had to be in person. They took away the remote option, and then they should introduce back in.
Yes.
Within the last year. Still can't miss more than 2 meetings, regardless. Just miss them completely.
Oh, so maybe
You can be remote.
remote, you're not limited by 2 times each year. There's no.
As long as your location is agendized, you posted it where you are, you're in a public location. And it's been, and you have given us all of the information. If you don't show up though, for whatever reason, you can't suddenly come, or if you're on the meeting and you having issues with Zoom, or you drop connection, or you need to leave, then we would have to adjourn the meeting. Or if you don't show up for some reason, you wouldn't be able to have the meeting because your location had been agendized. So the expectation is that because that location is agenda up, like you have to participate.
What do you in public location? If I'm in, for example, I go back to China, then I have room, then that's not be hotel lobby. Hotel was something like this, okay?
You would need to post it on the door, and if anybody came to your meeting, you would.
As public, okay.
So I think the strict part is if for any reason you are at that location power off, then our meeting actually
To be community.
so this meeting has to, even like 4 of us in this room, we cannot have the meeting because we're out of remote.
Because
So you really need to feel confident your internet capability wherever you are, that very strong connection, and you would be able to log on and stay on. And if we did drop you, like if the Zoom drops for some reason, we would of course try to get you back on before we adjourn the meeting, but we would only try for a reasonable amount of time. We wouldn't sit here for an hour trying to get you back.
Okay, got you.
So those are the things to keep in mind if you are traveling and you want to request remote.
Okay, thank you. That's good. It's good to know.
So yeah. Otherwise, so many confusing details now.
And if you
It's
have
good.
questions or you think you might be out, feel free to reach out to me. You do need to start with the request easily per office. So you email Cupertino.gov and let them know that you are planning to be remote. They would give you the approval, and then you would work with Jess and I on logistics.
Okay, sounds good.
If there's no more updates, so next topic is talking about the future agenda set in for next meeting. Do I need to propose to put the story walk initiative to our next meeting agenda? Is there any other idea?
So I think maybe not next meeting, but in the subsequent, we can invite the teen commission to like talk about library, any changes. Because I think last year they didn't come, right? Maybe 2 years back.
Yeah,
Maybe it could be
this year based on what the calendar is.
Okay, yeah. So we can
Having them come back would be sometime this
yeah. So we can think about that too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, do we need to work with staff to work on this, or we put it on meeting agenda? So, what's the sequence to do that? To invite teens commissioner, shall we send an email to staff to ask if they're interested, or?
I'll work with the teen commission liaison, and what she did last time was she just sent out an email to the teen commissioners and said, is anybody available to come, and we gave a meeting date. She helped us pick a meeting that she thought would be the best date for the teens, like that didn't overlap with finals or like our June meeting probably is a horrible time for the team. So think like that. She helped us kind of think through the best possible time, and then we reached out, and I believe their chair and vice chair had the team commission meeting the last time they discussed. Okay, so we would do the same process.
Okay. So maybe that means the earliest meeting will be after summer, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
So any other proposal or idea?
If we have a topic.
Okay, so maybe it's the end of the meeting. I can call to what time? So it's 8:15 on February 4th, 2026. I just called to close the meeting.
那有